So last time out, we were officially given the manager's job at Brackley Town. And weirdly enough, and I don't know what's happened here, so Jensen has actually gotten better as a manager, even though he wasn't at a club. And yeah, it's interesting to see that he can actually develop. And I wonder if it's because he got older that there was some development made, and because he's so young. It's weird to know that can happen, but we got no coaching badges. We can't get a coaching badge because of a few reasons. I was looking at the season expectations and I realized a bit of a problem that immediately stood out and immediately made itself apparent. New wage budget. The current budget of £9,236 a week. We're currently spending £11,278 a week, and I don't know where that's come from, so we've got to investigate that straight away. But the tactic we're going to be using is this, and the fact we've only got 5 substitutes is going to be something we need to work towards. But I also want to look at a few other things as well, like who are the best players at the club, what do we need to improve, and what areas can we do any damage with, because I want to see how much money some of these players are getting paid and other bits and pieces like that. I'm also looking at the backward staffing, and I've noticed that we've only got a scout, like a single scout. We've got room for 2 more scouts and a director of football. We have a head physio and a physio, and we've got room for a head performance analysis, despite the fact we are only a semi-professional team, which for me is interesting. And I've also realised who was in charge of the team when we were gone. That's Kevin Foley. And I like the look of him. He's actually got good knowledge as well, a former international. So as far as I'm concerned, this guy stays. I want him on my team. I wanted to stick around. And the fact he's been playing a lot of football in different countries as well before he turned up is interesting to me. In fact, he was assistant manager in the Tampa Bay Rowdies. He played for Copenhagen back in the day as well. It makes him interesting, and it gives us some decent knowledge because of his past experiences. Stephen Ward being our assistant is something I'm not 100% content with. I am happy we've got someone with a lot of experience on the international stage, and I assume a former Premier League player as well. Let's actually double check this. So career stats. He did play in the Premier League a few times, played for Burnley actually for a couple of years as well. I just want to double check a few things. And yeah, played for Wolves for 3 years as well. So a former Premier League player as the assistant manager. I wonder where we can go for this. And the only problem I'm finding is I can't send anyone on coaching courses because there's literally no money for coaching courses. And I'm a little concerned about what we might find in the future. Andy Thompson is the head of youth development. He just doesn't look very good, but unfortunately might be the best we have and we can find. So I'm not really expecting anything from the youth intakes anytime soon. And then we've got Andy Kirk up as well as another coach. He's only 28, mind you, and he plays the formation I like. So we've got that going for ourselves, so we can definitely work with him. He's also got a National A license, so we could definitely work with a few things. It's good that we have this kind of at least backward staff. He's only getting paid £50 a week as well, so he's cheap compared to some other people as well. But yes, I'm going to look at the team and I'm going to look at the wages, and immediately I see the problem. Why? Just why are we spending this much money on a player who I kind of want to terminate the loan for? The worst part, he's actually decent, but he's only a good player for his division, a 3-star player. But does he play the area I want? I got to see the team. So this guy being paid £800, £750 a week is not great when we need to make a lot of money. But then you've got this guy as well. And I question some decisions here. 30s of age, why are we paying him £800 a week? That is the problem, and it's why we are struggling financially. We're overpaying for players who I don't think are good enough, according to what I can see here. The inconsistency is a problem. He's not very brave. And if I want to play the advanced forward for my tactic, I don't like what I see here. He's got experience, yes, I will give him this. But he was in Gibraltar, we brought him over, and he's only got 1 goal in 12. Do I get rid of him? Do I just put him on the transfer list and sell him? That is my question right now. Where's York? Another player that is getting paid £600 a week. And he's a fringe player, apparently. He's only a decent player. This is a major concern for me, that we've got players who are overpaid and probably should not be paid this much. So there's that. For the first time, I found a player that is being paid big money, but actually it makes sense compared to some other players. So George Carline, a leading player for this division. I'm only going to use this, the leading player for the division thing. I'm going to use that as a way to measure whether these players are worth their weight in gold. And this guy is, honestly, probably the best player we have, which is a bit concerning for the money he's been paid for right now, at least anyway. In fact, apparently Martin Woods is our best player, so he's only getting paid £350 a week, and he's considered the best. What is wrong with this team? He's 36, yes, but he's too good. He's a National League player, a decent one, mind you, but he's only getting paid for... If this is the kind of wage, I think we should have to limit ourselves. I think we're going to have to let go of a load of players in the window, at least throughout the season as well. He's a star player, and I can see why he's a star player. I wouldn't be shocked if he retires at the end of the season, but yeah, he's definitely a key player for me, and I'm going to use him as much as I can. Gareth Dean is considered the star player. Yeah, I mean, I can see why he's considered a star player, but is he really worth £500? I question that, I really do, but he's definitely the best defender we have right now. James Arnsom, £500 a week, and we've got Martin Woods. Yeah, questions to be asked here. Why are we paying these players so much money? Here's Adam Rooney, who's 34, being paid £500 a week. I really wonder, I really do wonder. I think we're going to have to revamp this squad a lot in the next year or so. If we stay up, I think the main part is to stay up now, first and foremost, and then to get rid of the wages. The fact that we got so many players on £500 a week is concerning, and Adam Rooney's the last one. So, ooh, if we look at, let's go over these players. That's a lot of money. That's about £4,200 a week on these players. I don't really think that they're that good, if I'm completely honest with you. This guy's been paid $450. Again, I'm not sure I like the money that's being paid for these players. He's very inconsistent as well. He's a good player for this division and only a good player, so really question a few things here. Danny Lewis, first choice goalkeeper apparently. He's 40 as well. He's being paid £450 a week. Oh my days. I'm realising the problem this team's got now, and I don't like it. Glenn Walker is 35. This is an old team. This is a really old team, I'm starting to realise. He better not be the best left back we have. He is not the best left back. I might just need to sell this guy straight away. I really do. He's not even good enough for the division according to a backward staff. Who, mind you, not amazing, but I got to trust the backward staff on this because my attributes are not going to be that good, and I need to definitely trust them. And also, he's 35. So, yeah, it's not great. Okay, this is a loan player we got from QPR. He's a regular star, so centre-back. And he's only a decent player for this division, but I might need to go youth, I think, compared to the aging players, because he's actually got potential to get better and better throughout the year. So, what is the expected thing to do? I don't think there's an actual expectation to play him a lot, but I don't know. We're paying £400 a week, so that's a problem. Ted Can. Now that's what I'm looking for goalkeeper-wise. Oh my days. Danny Lewis is not the first choice goalkeeper. Thank goodness. But we're paying this guy £400 a week. Can I still be annoyed? I feel annoyed. I want to be annoyed by this, but yeah, we need to work on a few things. Do we even know the affiliate? Okay, so £350 a week. He's not that good, is he? Why are we paying him £350 a week? Goodness me. That feels like too much money being paid. Jordan Richards. Again, £350 a week. Why are we paying so much money? Martin, which we looked at already. The fact he's only getting paid £350 a week compared to some of the players around him is ridiculous to me. Callum Stead. Okay, £300 a week. I actually like him better as a winger. I really do. I look at him and I think, yeah, better winger on the tackle support works for me. It works for my system. He's 22 as well, so he could definitely get better. And he's actually looks decent. Whoa. He's contracted too, so that's better. This guy's transfer listed. I can see why. Okay, immediately makes sense why he's transfer listed. Oh, I don't like what this team has done to themselves. This is Jones, emergency backup, being paid £300 a week. He's transfer listed as well, Ricardo Calder, and he's a left back who could play the position I want him to play. £250 a week. I might use him actually, even if he's not very good. Finley Shrimpton is he's perfect. Okay, This is what I'm looking for. He's going to be my first team plans immediately. Box to box. Great. This is really good. Cosmos. He's got a great name, but I don't think he fits for what I'm looking for my tactic. Oh, it's annoying because he actually looks decent as well. But yeah, it's not the best player I've ever seen. And while he's actually a good player for division according to my background staff, I don't see him being my starter. I really don't. Fabio Lopez. I know he's considered a top prospect apparently, but I think I use him on this side. I think I really use him on the right-hand side. Yusuf, inverted wing on the left. He's got potential, but isn't great. So that's not terrible. But he's only getting paid £150 a week, so not that bad. Jeff Putz, 20 years of age. I can see why he's only getting paid £100 a week. Alistair Warby is being paid £100 a week. That means I can get rid of Danny Lewis, right? I'm going to get rid of Danny Lewis. I think I've decided he's going to put in the transfer list. I don't like Danny Lewis at all. Get rid of him. He's not a first choice goalkeeper for me. He's on too much money. He needs to go. So Zach Bradshaw. We're paying just £30 a week for this guy. And he's really good. What are we doing? This guy's really good. And we're paying too much money for other players. And this is D'Amico Burton. Okay. I think I've got my left back then. 2 left backs that could be really good. And he's got really good potential as well. On loan from Derby. We're not paying him a single penny, are we? Are they our parent club? And they've got Alfie Bates who... Wait, he's leaving us. He's leaving us. He's on a non-contract. Oh, we're losing this guy. Okay. This guy's really good. We're not going to be able to keep him. That's a problem. What was his contract before? A £300 appearance fee. Okay. Oh, and he's leaving for Sweden. No, Finland. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't know that. Fair enough. But yeah, that's not a good player to be losing. Alfie Bates. We needed to keep this guy around and they let him go. Silly people, really, aren't they? I think the first thing of business I got to do is terminate this loan. Mostly because I don't want to be paying that money. So, I'm sorry, you're a good player, but I do not want to pay the money that we're having to pay to keep you on loan. It is just not worth our while to do so. I'm also going to offer West York as well to get rid of the wages, because I kind of need to do that. I think I need to get rid of James Arnson as well. I mean, the big wages we need to get off the books, which means that Adil Yusuf has got only a few games to impress me. If he doesn't impress me in the games we have, I'm just going to offer him out for money because I just don't think I can trust him on his big £800 a week wages. Why they're paying so much money for these players, I don't know, but a clear out is needed and I'm going to start this clear out myself. So look at this lineup, it'll be this. Can definitely starts in goal. We got Carline, Dean, Bradshaw, Burton as their back line. We've got Shrimpton, Bates, and Woods in midfield. Apparently, Bates, Shrimpton, and Woods do not like playing with each other. So, unless there's been a problem with the roles or something along the lines, I don't know what's happened here. But I would have thought that they would like playing with each other, but apparently not. You got Lopez and Stead on the wings. I think Lopez is someone who's young and needs some first experience, even if the training is not amazing. And I've got to have Yusuf to at least try out. First and foremost, to see how he does. We've got 2 days into the next game. I think a lot of his players are going to be struggling. And Darlington at the top, I just realised that's not a great time to come in. Then okay, yeah, this is going to be very awkward indeed to see how this goes. All right, so scouting, that's all I want. That's literally everything I want. So Scott Ergerton is the chief scout. I might need to get another scout, to be honest with you, but I don't know. We're going to need to work on whether or not we want to actually get more staff member in because of the finances being as bad as it is. $2,000 over. By getting rid of the players on high wages in loan, we're going to try and ease that burden. I don't want to be $2,000 over every week and pay too much money. I mean, look at the money we're going to be down if we keep the wages up. I think I might legitimately need to sell players just to stay afloat. Even though we won't have any % of the transfer revenue available, the wages being off the books is the most important part for the situation right now, and I don't know how this has been allowed to happen, but I'm here to fix this. But yeah, right now, 2 wins in the first 15 matches. I think they just won the last match against Bradford Park Avenue, it looks like. So that's a thing. Did they just win the last match? They did, away from home. So we need to fix this, and quickly, and I'd rather not get caught in a situation where we're consistently fighting relegation with the fact we're in a goal difference clear the relegation zone is the concern for me. But the fact that they've drawn more games than they've lost is a good sign. So maybe we have something to work with and something to work on, I suppose. We have no affiliate either. So the fact we've gotten some players on a free transfer, on a free loan, sorry, is remarkable, given that we've literally got no affiliate. So that we need something we need to work on, I think, in the future to get extra funds in as well. So I think this team needs a lot of work. Yeah, Smart's gone. We let him go back on out. We got rid of him. And that was the thing we needed to do. Choose the captain. He's the current captain. And Bates. Oh yeah, Bates is leaving anyway. So it makes sense to do that. So let's do this. We're going to warn Bates saying, you're leaving anyway. I'm planning on removing you due to the uncertainty surrounding your future. Yeah, he could appreciate that in future Christian would be more stabilizing. Yeah, absolutely. It makes more sense for me to do that for Bates because he's already leaving. I've got to make the call to get rid of him. So yeah, thank you for the background stuff. And Carline, who's on too much money, is going to be the vice captain. Dean, who's also on too much money, but also is the best centre back we have, is going to be this captain. So let's go from there. Okay, so the wages we're spending now is down to 10,500, which is better than it was before. And we need to work on it a bit more, I think. So we're spending more money on wages than anything else, which is definitely the major concern we have. The fact that's only gone down by 20 grand is a little concerning as well, but we just need to get rid of some more players, I think. And if we can get rid of... I might just get rid of Flanagan. It's annoying that I have to think that way, but I might need to. West, we're trying to offer out. We got some teams that are interested in him, so whether or not they bite, I don't know. But we're going to try either way. Oh, the board has just injected 50 grand. That's nice. That actually helps us a lot. Doesn't change the fact that we need to do better with the wages, but we've got some money, so at least we know the board are not going to just leave us hanging out to dry, which is perfect. You know, it says a lot. This is how good our training is right now. So this might take a while to get going, mightn't it? Okay, so they want me to do some bits and pieces here. I'm going to have to rotate my squad a little bit and rest some players because they're not fully fit. So back in a second, I think. So this is going to be our starting up for the first game of the season, and a lot of rotations being made. This is going to be me deciding whether or not some of these players who are literally only playing for for the first time, some of these people under me, I'm going to be definitely judging a lot of these players based on this performance today, and they're not going to like me by the end of the day. I'm almost certain of it, but either way, let's see how we do against Darlington away from home. Okay, so Darlington are top of the table. I've literally decided to rotate against them. This could go very badly, but I considered 10 goals in the first 12 games this year, or 12 games with Montgomery in the team. I've made 8 changes apparently. But apparently I've only considered 6 goals in 7 games that Can's been playing. If he's not playing all the games, then something's gone very wrong, honestly. But okay, let's see how we do. They've got a chance here. And it's played in the middle, headed away. Lambert, though, can go for goal. Or can play the cross. Finds... Oh, that's just unfortunate. It's hit the defender. And Kane Phillips scores the opening goal. I genuinely feel like that's unlucky. And I know it's top of the table again, but I gotta look at this and ask what could we have done differently there. And it's definitely hit Walker on the way through. And he's not doing himself justice here. I'm going to try and change a few things, I think, in a second. And that's not going well. I know it's not my best team because I'm literally forced to rotate because of fitness and all that stuff. And we are being absolutely peppered right now. This is not going to go well. And, ooh. Okay. So, can we do better, please? Is the question. That's not going to go well. Hey, if he's not scoring that, that's bad. We've had no... He could have controlled it with his feet. I know it's a different level and all that stuff, but this is already looking a bit dire. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the season. If this is the kind of performance I'm expecting from some of these players, this is their first chance and only chance for some of these players to impress, and I'm looking at selling some of them already, which isn't ideal for some of them. Also, some of them are just kids as well, so... Gent plays the cross to find Felix. It's over the bar again. I can't remember the last time I've gone into a job and I've legitimately found myself just wondering if I've made a mistake. This is definitely one of those moments, and that's just a really good goal from Jet Lambert. Wow. I know they're top of the table, but this is bad. Some of these players are on a lot of money for this level, and I'm already looking at selling half of them, which is not ideal to say the least. We ended up having some shots, and yeah, it's not pretty really is it? We are, as we stand, going to drop back into the relegation zone because Bradford Park only got a point so far, which is not ideal, is it? They've got a corner now, and this could be free. It's almost free. They should be 3-0 up at this point. They've been the much better team. I've made all 3 changes up before the 60-minute mark, and that's a sign of how annoyed I've gotten with this team. But we actually seem to be making some chances here, and Marasa's done something already, so there's something. If we can get some shots on target and trouble the keeper at least, I might say we've got something out of this. But so far, the players that aren't doing great, I'm already looking and thinking you need to sell, especially the ones on more than £400 a week, and that's almost in, and they should be 3-0 up. It feels like we're starting to come into the game a bit more. Swimpton on the ball, Bates now back on the ball. This is actually a decent pass to Calder, and Calder could play the cross or find Yusuf. Yusuf, we got a goal. Okay, game on. We might actually have a chance here, and can we get a second is the question now. I had to rotate and change things up a little bit because of fitness and also because of players not being great, but that's good enough reason to give me confidence, I think. This is going to be a chance they go and score, isn't it? No, it's headed away, only as far as the player, but oh, Mats Wassa almost gets there. Okay. Brookwell, Montgomery, and that's... I can't defend that. Thankfully he's offside, but I can't defend the keeper there. That is absolutely appalling. He's offside, but what is the keeper doing? Okay, need to coach the players a bit more. If we get an equaliser here, which... What is the match engine doing there? I know it's non-league, but that is bad from the match engine, and I feel happy we didn't score there because that felt filthy. A chance from a throw late on, 91 minutes. If we equalise here, this would be a miracle in itself. It could be a free kick, but Flanagan plays that wide to Calder. He's offside. He's offside. I was about to say, if we'd equalised, that would have been amazing, but we didn't equalise because he's offside. How close was he to being offside here? He's not even close to being on. All right. At least he scores. All things considered, that was not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. We still lost, and we were absolutely dominated, but that was not as bad as it could have been. I'm not happy with the performance, I've got to say. I could say it's unlucky, but the 3 players that got brought on made a difference here. I'm not happy with a lot of these players. I'm already looking at whether to sell them, if I'm completely honest with you, just on that one performance. We didn't go in the relegation zone, though. Mostly because I don't know what happened, actually. What happened? Cross and Ashton lost, I assume. It was either that. Oh no, goal difference. It was literally goal difference. Cool. We're not going in the relegation zone yet because of goal difference. We're in a relegation fight, but at least lost to City lost. So there's that, I suppose. Silver lining. It's just unfortunate I had to rest some players because of fitness concerns and players just not getting fitness and not being rested. But there we go. I won't be playing the next game today, though. I'm going to end this here. Hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help me a lot. Should I be concerned by the performance, or should I just take it what it is and just say it is against the top of the table? I'm expecting a defeat. Either way, though, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.